Barry Svrluga of the Washington Post has an interesting column about the Redskins. And remember, about a month and a half ago, they actually admitted that there was no waiting list. They actually decided to be honest,
Right?
which is
we
rare.
We knew that for years, by the way.
For many years, they claimed to have a waiting list, and then we'd see at a Cowboys game, tons of Cowboys fans there. We'd go on various sites like SeatGeek and see all these tickets available.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wondering, well, how can there be thousands of people on a waiting list when so many people can readily acquire tickets?
Yeah. Turns out the waiting list was bogus. It was mythical, I believe, is one of the words that Barry Svrluga uses in the column. It didn't exist.
But I don't know if it's this bad or that we thought it was this bad. Last month, the club sent emails to former season ticket holders offering free Beyonce Jay-Z tickets at FedEx in order to get packages. So they're tossing out freebies to try and get these people to come. Hey, do you want to go see Jay-Z? You want to go see Beyonce?
Right.
All right, do that. We'll give you those if you get the tickets. And this is kind of what jumped out at me. So they're making a pitch for people to buy tickets to the home opener. Home opener is against the Colts.
Correct.
Week 2.
Week 2, yep.
And the 3 players that they're using in the promo, and this maybe speaks of the lack of star power on this team, Darius Geis, Alex Smith, and Deron Payne. 2 of those guys are rookies.
Haven't played a game yet.
And Alex Smith has never played with the Washington Redskins.
None of those guys have played one snap for the team.
I want to throw this out there to callers. 800-636-1067. Why don't Redskins fans, and we know that there is a Redskins fan base, why don't they want to go to games anymore? 800-636-1067. Is it too expensive? Is it because, like for Jason, it's always just, you've stood by this for years. Too far from where you live, too much traffic, just not worth the hassle.
Well, another part of it,
Correct.
too, is the fact that the product has been bad. The product on field has been bad.
Jay Gruden.
All right, but what if they're playing a good team? If they're playing the Vikings or if they're playing the Patriots or they're playing the Eagles?
I don't know. That may entice you
to
to go. But look, if I'm sitting at home in front of my 65-inch 4K TV, I've got my other screen over here, I've got my fantasy laptop open over here, what need is there for me to go and schlep out to Landover
I never
and spend
really understood
10 hours of my day at FedEx Field?
I never understood why, and I have friends that do it, why buddies of mine will go to every single home game.
Yeah.
They'll go out there and they'll tailgate for 3 hours, get all hammered.
I mean, the answer is simple.
Spend $1 million.
It's fun.
And it takes them 5 hours to get home. I don't get it. That's our phrase of the week. I don't get it. Or I do get it.
I don't understand.
But some people love to do it.
Man, I think the answer is simple. It's fun. For you, the fun, there might be some fun, but all the other things, the driving, the parking, the cost, outweighs the fun.
I can't relate to it.
Right. So you do your balance sheet, and the cons outweigh the pros.
I would much rather go to a big college game than go to a Skins game.
And a lot of people would agree with you.
But you're right about all those factors. A lot of people, especially from Virginia, it takes them a couple hours to get in and out, and it's very expensive.
But not everybody's from Virginia. The point is that this is the fan base. So the people that call into our show on a regular basis, love the Redskins, all these people that love watching them on TV, why aren't you going to games? Why are there so many tickets available that they're trying to entice you with Jay-Z tickets? Go out and see Beyonce.
The biggest theme of Barry's article, from what I read, is that the Redskins now they have to work to get the fans, to get the butts in the seats. Whereas in the 80s and 90s and up till about probably 5 or 10 years ago, they didn't have to do that much work to get you to come out to FedEx Field. They had you addicted to their product. Now people are turning away from it.
I know why people
not as attractive
aren't
as it has
going to
been.
games. I'd actually like to know, why are you going to games?
Right, that too. Right.
So if you're going to games every Sunday or every other Sunday and you're going to 8, why?
The phones, 800-636-1067. You can call us on the Hadid Carpet Clean listener lines. Let's go to Drake in Woodbridge. Drake, you're on with the Junkies. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, boys.
What's up, Drake?
For me, it's just not a good value proposition. It's not worth the time and the money. The stadium's not that great anymore. Everything's crazy expensive, and the product that they're putting out on the field isn't great. And like you mentioned earlier, you go to any, Dallas or Pittsburgh or Eagles game, and you've got more of the opposing team's fans than Redskins fans, it feels like. And the traffic getting in and out, and, I mean, just all around, why spend that much money when I can watch it on my TV at home?
So the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Hold on. So what's the number one thing that needs to change for you to reconsider? Would it be the product? Would it be lowering the prices? Easier to get in and out? What's
Definitely.
the number one factor for you?
Definitely the product.
Yeah, if they
I
start
feel
winning,
all the
like
other stuff
during,
All right,
during
so you'll overlook the other stuff if they start winning
yeah,
divisions.
like during RG3's year, I think there was a lot of buzz going to games.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
People got fired up to go to the games. So winning usually cures everything. Let's go to Andrew in Fredericksburg. Andrew, what's up? You're on with the Junkies.
Hey, great talking to you guys.
Yep. What's up?
Hey, so I don't care for going a whole lot for a lot of the reasons you mentioned, being not as good of a product. But for me also, with 3 kids, it's like the family atmosphere. I went last year with my son, taking him for the first time, and I hadn't been in like 10 years. I was dreading like your typical drunk guy there. And we had that, but it was a typical drunk female. She's spilling beer all over the place. She's throwing things on people. She dropped the N-word. There's almost like a huge brawl, but they kicked her out. Of like one of the nightmares. My son remembers that more than anything else.
Yeah,
Well, that wouldn't be a great experience.
I could see going out to FedEx Field for a Skins game, like if your kid wanted to go as like a special occasion. But I'm with you, Jason. I couldn't see going out there 8 times. Actually, you have to go out 10 times because you have to buy your preseason tickets to get your season tickets.
Well,
you
don't have to go.
You don't need to buy season tickets anymore.
Yeah.
You just pick and choose. If you want to go to like 2 games, you can just walk up to the box office and buy tickets day of the game.
Mhm.
That's
Go
what
out to
it's come
Haymarket.
down to now.